Hi guys, welcome back. Here we go. So by now you should have downloaded your zip file from the link in Schoology, and that zip file is called Drag and Drop Samples 2021. So the way you find that is you go to your downloads folder, which I already have done this. Go to your downloads folder, find the folder, drag it to your desktop. See how mine is right here. Mine is in the desktop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on that folder. And there you go. It opens up. When it opens up, I'm going to grab it from down here. I'm going to grab it from down here. And I'm going to just make this a little bit smaller so it'll fit. See that? Just like what we did with the custom drums, right? Same kind of thing. So I've got Logic, I've got the folder I need, and if I were doing tutorials, I would have my tutorial here. So what we're gonna do is, before we start dragging samples in, we're gonna audition these samples. Okay, so I want to start with a kick drum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here, right here up top, and I'm just gonna click on that, and then I'm going to hit spacebar. Spacebar is going to play or audition the MP3. Okay, so watch what happens when I hit spacebar. Then you hit spacebar to stop. So I'm looking for a kick. So I'm going to hit, I'm going to go down, arrow down, and I'm going to go to the next one. No. Next one. Nope. Okay, that's a kick drum. There you go. So if you hit space bar and then arrow down, it'll play the next sample down, or the next MP3, or the next wave. So I'm going to hit play, and then I'm going to arrow down. Nope. Nope. Okay, so that's everything I have in the folder. I think now you can pick whichever kick you want, but I think I'm going to go with this PCH right here. See it? So what I'm going to do, actually, let's pause it here. Go through the samples, find a kick drum that you like. Okay, kick drum. Remember, follow along step by step. Eventually, you will be able to make these beats on your own. Right now, I'm just teaching you, so step by step. Pick a kick that you want. Go through all of these, audition them, and then come back for the next, then unpause the video, obviously, and we'll keep going. All right, so here we go. I'm choosing this PCH right here, this PCH kick. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to drag it over into Logic. See that? I'm going to drag it, and I'm just going to drop it. Drop it somewhere in this loop bar frame from measure 2 to measure 3. If you haven't set up that loop bar, just click here and just drag it from 2 to 3. So now you should look like this. I'm going to hold command, and I'm going to arrow to the right to zoom in. See that? And this kick right here, this kick needs to be on measure 2. See it? So I'm going to drag this, and it needs to lock perfectly to measure 2. Sometimes they don't lock perfectly. So what you can do is zoom out a little bit, and then look. See how it clicks? Look at the ruler right here, the grid or the ruler, right? And as I move, when it gets to the next ruler line, it kind of snaps into place. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it snaps into measure 2. See that? See how that's perfectly on measure 2? That's how you do that. All right. If you can't get it to lock perfectly to measure 2, come talk to me, and I'll show you another way. The other way is for more advanced lessons, but I can always show you the other way if you would like to know ahead of time. So now we have a kick drum. Just one kick drum. It's on the 2, measure 2. Okay. And by now in class, we've talked about how to count measures. So we're not going to do that in the tutorials. Yeah, so here we go. So if I hit play right now, it's going to loop the 1 bar. So watch this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have a kick drum. So remember that in a measure, you have beats. And this is, this time signature is 4/4. So 4 beats in a measure, right? And what we want to do now is we want to create something called 4 on the floor. So what that means is that the kick is going to hit on all 4 beats in that measure. Now there's 2 ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the basic one first. And that is simply to grab the kick, click on it, right? Click and hold. And then hold Option on your keyboard. See how now there's a little plus sign right there? I'm going to do it again. Or you can hold Option and you can click. And that should bring up a little blue plus sign. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it there. See that? Tell you what, I'm also going to minimize this window right here so that I can make Logic bigger. Take advantage of that full screen you have there too, all right? So see now where it says 2.2, this is locked to 2.2. So now I'm going to hit play again. And notice that the kick is perfectly placed with the click, right? So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. See how the kick is hitting perfectly on the click? When the click hits, that means that you're in time, okay? The other way is to look at the ruler or the grid. So now that we have 2 kicks, we need to create 2 more. And they're going to go right here in these grid lines. See this? It's going to go here, and then the other one's going to go right here. So instead of me copying over and then copying over, like we could do it this way, hold Option, click and hold, and then drag it, and you let go of the mouse first, not Option. Let go of the mouse first or it won't copy over. See, I could do that. And then I could go here, and I would have 4. But I'm going to undo that. By the way, the undo command is Command, and then the letter Z, just tap the letter Z, see that? And it'll take you back a step each time. But what I want to do here is to build up some speed. This is very basic. I'm going to select both files by holding Shift and clicking on each kick. You could also click away and then highlight them like that, and that would select them. Now I'm going to hold Option on the keyboard. I'm going to click on the mouse and hold. See, I have the plus sign again. Now I'm just going to drag to right there. Why do it that way? Number 1, it builds up speed. Number 2, it saves time. And number 3, these 2 kicks are already locked to the grid. So just copy them over. So now look what happens. When I hit play, each kick should hit perfectly with the click hits. All right, listen. See that? So what we just did there is we just created a 1 bar worth of 4 on the floor kick drums. Now we're going to repeat this process because we need 4 bars of this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go up to the cycle right here. See where it's at measure 3 on the end. Make sure that your icon changes. So I'll move this playhead out of the way. Again, clicker. And right there is the loop bar. So we need another measure of this. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to click, hold, and then drag and select all of these kick drums. Now, see, we have 1 measure, 2 to 3, right? If I'm moving too fast, just pause the video, go back, all right? Or come grab me in the room.